if you can kind of think of it as a circle, more in the modern era, the church was more central. A lot of society revolved around church to the point that everything was closed on Sunday. The only show in town was Sunday. If you wanted to be somewhere to be seen or to see, you had to go to church. As postmodern reality set in, the church began to slide out to the outer extreme of that circle. And as it continued to act like it was in the center of the circle, our acceptance, the gospel message, began to be marginalized as it itself moved to the margin of society. And if the church isn't careful and it continues to act as if it's in the center of society, it will become less and less relevant to the culture it seeks to engage and to be a part of. You were born to take the greatest flight.
There's more to being the church than just going to church. A place like the Overflow Cafe gives us that interface, that space for these two worlds to meet.
That's what we want to do. We've got to get people who know Jesus Christ involved with people who are have been offended by the church and be Christ to them in those contexts.
My approach to ministry is not coming and here, let me do this for you. I don't know this community, I don't know these people, I don't know the history. I can't honor who they are as individuals, and I can't honor the community if I don't honor their history and who they are.
It's a place for people to come and communicate with each other.
With a family.
A lot of times you can feel God in the place.
It lets me be human. I've been homeless for a little over 3 years, and I can come here and everything's okay.
You know, that Sunday I went to church with him. After church, he took me back to his house and I had dinner with his family.
And the cafe was here to help me get back on my feet.
What would you miss if the cafe wasn't here?
Everything.
It's incredibly important to begin dealing with the mind, but if we only ever deal with the mind and we never deal with the affections of the heart, then I don't know that there can be real true life transformation. We want to create spaces where there's not just this sterile, static teaching environment where things are always controlled, but we want to be in kind of a dynamic, chaotic, non-sterile, fluctuating, unpredictable teaching environment. And I think that's what Jesus did with the disciples. And I believe that's what this environment really is.
I've seen lives transformed. Heroin addicts who no longer pick up, where families were broken and destroyed, where families have been reunited.
Why did Jesus say that you'll always have the poor among you? I had accidentally thought that that's just because economics are always economics and you'll always have the poor among you because there are always going to be poor people. What if it meant that you will always have the poor among you because you yourself will always be among the poor, among the marginalized, among the voiceless, among the forgotten. You will be among them because you value the things that I value, because you're affectionate about the things that I'm affectionate. You yourself will go to be with the poor.
Every story will be written song.
And I think what Jesus asks of us is to be a first-person giver, to be in first-person reality, which demands that I put my life in proximity to the very people that I don't understand, or I don't get, or they have a different culture. So we fix our eyes not on what is seen, but on what is unseen. For what is seen is temporary, but what is unseen is eternal. And that's what we're working for.
Every